Hey, what's good, guys? DGE Dolphins Getting Entertainment. It's your boy DG, and we back with another video. And we gonna be talking about Joey Bosa. He just got released by the Chargers after 9 seasons. He was definitely a dog coming out of Ohio State. Um, all signs point to him going to the 49ers. His brother's over there. His brother might vouch for his brother going to the 49ers, and he might get that extra juice, that extra pump, because this is premeditated ever since Nick Bosa got drafted by the 49ers. And ever since Nick Bosa got drafted by the 49ers, he played in more Super Bowls than his own brother, Joey Bosa. At this current moment, based off their careers, it seems like Nick Bosa is the better brother at the current moment. But it just seems like with Bosa, the injuries have really been affecting him and his gameplay. He was with the Chargers. They have Khalil Mack, and Khalil Mack has been outperforming him. But Khalil Mack is older than Joey Bosa, so it's kind of weird in regards to what's going on, actually. Kind of weird, man. Another destination, maybe the Dolphins, based off the injury history. Maybe he comes to Miami on a discount deal. Mike McDaniel, he used to work for the 49ers, so there might be that relationship there that might entice him to come to the Miami Dolphins. Who knows? We definitely gonna see in regards to that, man. But hey, before I get into this, please like, comment, subscribe for more content. Help me get to that 10K. That 10K is on its way. Let's check out what's up with Joey Bosa.
Have released Pro Bowl edge rusher Joey Bosa. He was entering the final season of a 2-year, $40 million deal and was due $12.4 million roster bonus on March 12th. Bosa has spent his entire 9-year career with the Bolts and has racked up the second most sacks in franchise history. The move will clear just over 20.
Who was the first? It had to be Sean Merriman, maybe.
$5 million in cap space for next season, with Los Angeles holding just over $11 million in dead money. We now welcome in CBS Sports lead NFL insider Jonathan Jones on the heel of the breaking news out of LA. And JJ, we know fellow pass rusher Khalil Mack set to hit free agency here in a couple of weeks. Bosa still had another year on his deal. So why here? Why now for LA?
So, Kiana, actually, I was out in LA at training camp, and I brought up to Joey Bosa about his contract situation. This was always set up to be something where, frankly, this was probably going to be his last season with the Chargers this past season. He knew it. Looking at his contract, you had to know it. He really had to have one of the better seasons of his career in order to remain with the Chargers. And so with that backdrop, we can say that it is no surprise that Joey Bosa is not continuing with the Chargers. He did tell me that he wanted to continue his career with them, that he only wanted to play for one team, but of course, that is not going to happen. He also told me then that he saw his career, if it ended after the 2024 season with the Chargers, he would want to go elsewhere. Obviously, the first place that you could think of would be staying in the state with his brother and joining the San Francisco 49ers. But now Bosa is a free agent. He can sign anywhere that he wishes to. Obviously, again, it has been anticipated for Bosa.
Another place, the Ravens. Maybe he goes to the Ravens, help them boys out. The Detroit Lions, it seems like Aiden Hutchinson, he wants another guy on that other side. Myles Garrett, he's still on the market, but that's going to cost you. That's going to cost you draft picks and money. So would you rather just spend money on Joey Bosa on a discount deal as well with the injuries, or would you rather trade your assets and give away money to Myles Garrett to have him on your team? I'm kind of like 50-50 on that, even though Myles Garrett is probably the best defensive player in all of the NFL. Joey Bosa, just getting that money to him, maybe he has a resurgence. We see this a lot of the time, man. So, like, players, they'll have a bad history of injuries with their former team. They're good players, but the injury history leads up to the team just letting them go, just like the Chargers did. And they go to a new team and ball out. The Dolphins, we're kind of in that situation right now with Javon Holland. Beginning of his career, he definitely balled out. but more towards the end of his tenure with the Dolphins. The injuries kind of derailed him. He was still a good player out there. Don't get me wrong, he was still a good player, but that's the reason why the Dolphins are willing to let him test free agency. If he ain't really go through everything that he went through during his time with the Miami Dolphins, he'll probably would have been extended already, or a franchise tag would have been placed on him. But we didn't do neither. So we're kind of getting prepared to let go of Javon Holland, and we're gonna see who's gonna be his replacement. Probably gonna be a cheaper option, most likely.
For his representation for some time has been anticipated around the league. And so you can imagine that something rather quickly could happen there. You mentioned Khalil Mack as well. That's an interesting name because in talking with folks last week at the scouting combine in Indianapolis, the thought was that the Chargers would certainly attempt to retain Khalil Mack, that they thought that he still had another good year or two left in him. And so
oh wow, he right above us, Sean Phillips. That was definitely a legend. Leslie O'Neal, 105.5 sacks. Who gonna come in and break that record, man? Who gonna come in? We all thought it was gonna be Joey Bosa. We all thought it was, but I guess not.
I would imagine that will be a next step for the Chargers, who last year didn't really make any big splashes in free agency, couldn't because of their salary cap issues and woes, and now we'll have more than $70 million in cap space once the start of free agency begins next week.
Yeah, the Chargers, a team that put their focus certainly on that defense now, potentially with this move and what could lie ahead, maybe seeming to turn the tides here in the near future. Free agency beginning Tuesday, March 12th for the new league year. Jonathan Jones, as always, we appreciate that insight. Thank you so much. Take a look at Joey Bosa's career, all 9 seasons spending with the Los Angeles Chargers. He was the 3rd overall pick back in that 2016 NFL draft. Won the 2016 Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I think his brother was the 2nd overall pick for the 49ers. It was Kyler Murray, then his brother. 2016 Defensive Rookie of the Year, 5-time Pro Bowl selection, man. It's crazy that teams are willing to let go of somebody of this caliber. It's crazy. And a lot of people are requesting for trades from their teams. A lot of good players as well. So free agency in a few days. So it's about to get crazy. It is about to get crazy.
5-time Pro Bowl selection, had 5 or more sacks in 8 of his 9 seasons, eclipsed 50 or more sacks faster than any Charger in franchise history. Joey Bosa no longer will be in that powder blue, officially hitting free agency, which begins March 12th.
It's good, yeah. It's DGE. Please go support your boy. DGEmerchandise.com. We got every NFL team. We got some NBA teams as well. We got hoodies, shirts, you name it. We got 20% off as well. So we're going to keep some money in your pocket, man. So please support your boy, man. We got Dolphin Gang shirts, these acid wash hoodies, put your orders in. They coming straight to you. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. I got a few of these shirts myself, and I usually wear them to the gym, but y'all could wear them for any occasion. It doesn't even matter. So y'all go help out the channel. Every time y'all buy a shirt, y'all helping me reach my goals. The more shirts y'all buy, the more merch y'all buy, the more this YouTube channel grows. Y'all don't even know what y'all gonna help me do by buying this merch, man. So please help your boy out. Right here we're on Joey Bosa's 24/7 sports profile. He was a 4-star recruit. I could have swore he was a 5-star. Definitely could have sworn he was a 5-star. 6'6", 275. He a big guy, so it's kind of surprising as to him getting injured so much. I remember meeting him one time at the Miami airport. I just seen him walking to his airline, and he definitely is a big dude. He definitely does stand out, man. Definitely does. You would have thought his brother would be the same size as him, but his brother's a little bit smaller, but 6'3", 260 something, not that bad, and look, he's still outperforming his brother Joey Bosa, still outperforming him. But if you pair those two guys up, I don't think it's gonna end up bad. I think it's gonna end up good. There's a lot of 49ers fans that do not want that to happen. A lot of them who do not want that to happen. So, hey, maybe you come back to the crib to Miami with Mike McDaniel, or you just stay on the Bay and you play with Nick Bosa. Either one would be fine. Either one. He was an Under Armour Army All American. No, that's not Army. That's just Under Armour All American. Um, they had him at 6'5", 270. He got recruited by Mike Vrabel. So, hey, a Patriots might be another option. Patriots might be another option. He had offers from Florida, Boston College, Auburn, Alabama. He had 14 offers. I'm pretty sure he had more offers than that. I'm pretty sure about that. He was ranked number 13 in Florida. Let me see who else was there. Larry Tunsil, he was number 1 in Florida around that time. Vernon Hargrave, 2nd. Derrick Henry, 3rd. Matthew Thomas, he played in the league for a little bit. Nothing ain't really panned out for him. Alex Collins, RIP, he died a few years ago. Kelvin Taylor, the son of Fred Taylor. He was good at Florida, but after he left Florida, he didn't really do nothing in the NFL. Mackenzie Alexander, we actually signed him for a little bit to the Dolphins towards ACL. Ain't play after that, but he was a decent player for the Vikings. DeMarcus Walker, I think he with the Bears. Ryan Green, ain't heard from ever since Florida State. Laquan McQuay, he had some stints with the NFL, but I think he ended up going to the UFL or something like that. Daniel McMillan, I don't even think he made it to the NFL. I don't even think so. Artie Burns, I think he's still in the NFL. I think he played with the Browns last year or the Seahawks. Browns or the Seahawks. A U cornerback, we haven't seen a lot of those come out as of recently. Not a lot of those. And there go Joey Bosa, man. Number 13 in Florida. Number 13 in Florida. Looking at Joey Bosa's stats on the year, not on the year, but based off all his years that he played, he came into the league, put up 10.5 sacks as a rookie. 10.5 sacks as a rookie. That's pretty good. And then he got 12.5. This year, he probably got hurt. He put up 5.5 sacks, came back, played 16 games, 11.5 sacks. That next year, he probably got hurt for those 4 games, put up 7.5. The year after that, put up 10.5, but he hasn't been the same ever since this year of 2021. 5 games, 9 games, 14 games. Ever since 2019, actually 2021, he had a hard time playing all 16 games. Last year was actually 17 games. So you can kind of tell like the decline is coming for Joey Bosa, but maybe he does get that resurgence. Maybe he does, but based off what happened last year, it doesn't really give you no insight in regards to what could really happen. You don't really know. Because looking at Khalil Mack's stats, he definitely outperformed Joey Bosa. Definitely outperformed him. Khalil Mack, he had 17 sacks in 2023. He had 6 sacks in 2024. But look, he played 16 games. At least Khalil Mack is playing his games, man. He's staying healthy. And that's all you can really ask for. His first year, he put up 4 sacks. Next year, 15 sacks. 15 sacks. I remember these years. He was in contention in regards to being the best pass rusher in the NFL. It was him and Von Miller fighting for that spot. And then boom, Oakland, they traded him away for a truckload of picks to the Chicago Bears. He came in that first year, 12.5 sacks, 8.5, 9, 6. And then I think they traded him again. And then he ended up on the Chargers, 8 sacks, 17 sacks, 6 sacks. So Khalil Mack, I don't think the Chargers going to bring him back. I do not think so. But I think Khalil Mack, he got one more year in him. I do want to see Khalil Mack win a championship. That probably won't be with the Dolphins. But, hey, if we bring in Khalil Mack, I feel like that will be a better option. A better option rather than Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa, go join your brother with the 49ers, and Khalil Mack come back to the crib and play for the Dolphins. I just wish we were in a better position to actually get to the Super Bowl, but I'm not too confident with the quarterback that we have currently in regards to us getting to that point. And I think Khalil Mack, he got like a year or two in him left. He's 34 years old. 34 years old. And look how much sacks he got throughout his whole career. 107.5. And let's see what Joey Bosa has. Joey Bosa has 72. But Khalil Mack has 2 more years on him, but at the same time, there's a 30 sack difference. 30 sack difference. So I don't think 2 more years would have made a difference in regards to Joey Bosa getting more sacks than Khalil Mack or not. So Joey Bosa letting Khalil Mack outdo you and coming to the Chargers definitely didn't look good on his book. And that's probably what made the Chargers more comfortable of letting him go. That was probably the reason. Right here we have Jim Harbaugh talking about Joey Bosa. Let's check out what he has to say.
Joey this week, or you think it might push it a little bit further?
Could push up. Could push up. Yeah, we'll see. He's had a really good week. Yeah, really good. Some of the talk, that his chatter or whatever of that his best days are behind him, erroneous. Joey Bosa is an athletic human freak in the best kind of way, at the highest level. And guys like that, I mean, their best football is always ahead of them. It doesn't just stop. It takes a very long time. They fade away at some point, but it takes a long time for that to happen.
Then why did you release him if the best football is ahead of him? Why did you release him? We just looked at the stats. It seems like Joey Bosa's best years are behind him, but maybe he comes back and has a better year next year.
Yeah, he's had a good week. Looking forward to what's to come.
At the beginning of the season, Joey seemed he kind of heard some of those conversations as well after previous seasons, kind of dealing with injuries. How do you see just kind of his mindset responding to yet another injury and coming back and getting ready to play?
Yeah, I would think that's what I just said would be his mindset. I mean, kind of familiar with that mindset. In my own personal ranking, I was that kind of an athlete. And yeah, just any kind of talk like that, I'm just here to say it's premature, very premature.
Hey, hopefully Joey Bosa could prove us wrong next year. He's still young. He still got about like 4 or 5 years left in the NFL. So hopefully he lands on the right team that could get him that ring. Hopefully. Even though Joey Bosa is a very good player, he does lose a lot of reps, noticeable to the eye. So he does go up against some good tackles in the league, and he does get beat. Here's a rep of him against Rashawn Slater, one of the best tackles in all of the NFL. Let's check this out. And like I mentioned to y'all, Joey Bosa, he's 6'5", 270, 275. He shouldn't be getting beat at all. I'm not even gonna lie. He shouldn't be getting beat. So there could be an issue there in regards to the injuries stacking up, and it's affecting him in his gameplay, possibly. You gotta do a better job than that right there. He gave him a little hezzy, but at the same time, you gotta give him some type of hand movement to get his hands off of you. But it seemed like he didn't do that. He just decided to bull rush him. With Rashawn Slater, he has a good like a base of gravity. Like he has a good core. It's hard to push him off his pivot. Very, very hard. So you got to find a different way to beat a guy this good. Got to find a different way, man. But at the same time, back in the day, I would be confident with Joey Bosa beating Rashawn Slater. But now, I don't know. I don't know. Right here we have Joey Bosa going up against one of the best tackles in the league, Penei Sewell. Let's check this out. Just getting dead in by Penei Sewell. I understand. He probably like a top tackle in the league. Probably a top tackle. But still, though, you Joey Bosa, you got picked on number 3 overall. You shouldn't be getting beat like this, no matter what your age is, bro. You're not even 30 yet. You're not even 30. So hopefully teams see stuff like this, and hopefully Joey Bosa is not asking for too much money, because we seeing the real you right now. We seeing the real you. Maybe this is not the real you, but based off the tape, this is not something that we want to see on film. You can't come up to us asking us for 20 mil a year if you're doing this on film. You can't. I'd give him, 10, 15 mil a year? 10, 15 mil? Maybe even that's a little bit too much, based off the injuries as well. So I wouldn't mind the Dolphins bringing in Joey Bosa, but for a discount deal. If you're not going to take no discount, go to whatever team you're going to go to. You're probably going to get injured over there. I'm sorry to say that, but who knows? Who knows? You should take a discount as well, since you're going to be close to home for a lot of that. You're going to be close to home. But Penei Sewell did him dirty on this one. But you see what having a good O-line does? Like, come on, man. I wish the Dolphins had drafted him. Penei Sewell, I wish. Right here we have our very own Austin Jackson doing that boy dirty. Austin Jackson, he's not one of the best tackles in the league. He's not. But one thing I do notice about Austin Jackson, he played better with Robert Hunt beside him. He played way better. So we really got to solidify this right guard spot with a very good guard that might make Austin Jackson look better out there. Without Robert Hunt on his left side, Austin Jackson doesn't look good. He doesn't. But let's check this out right here. Okay, Austin. Okay. You see, it's a bad day if you can't beat Austin Jackson. It's a bad day, man. Joey Bosa, he's a physically imposing DN, and I see a lot of DNs that are physically capable of beating Austin Jackson. There's very few situations as to where, like, who's one person I could think of? Trayvon Walker. I seen him beat Austin Jackson consistently. The athletic freaks coming off the edge, those are the guys that Austin Jackson have a problem with. Joey Bosa used to be that, but seeing this game is kind of like, maybe this was the downfall for Joey Bosa. Maybe this was. But hey, Joey Bosa, the only way is up from here. The only way is up. I shouldn't be showing this tape, man. His value gonna go down if I highlight all of his reps, all the bad reps, all the good reps. His value definitely gonna go down. Most definitely. I'm not trying to be salty or whatnot, but I'm just showing y'all what Joey Bosa is now. This is what he is. Anybody could beat him. Myles Garrett, this not happening to Myles Garrett. Probably against Teron Armstead. If this was Teron Armstead, okay, I'll give you a pass. But since this is Austin Jackson, I'm like, I don't know. All right, here we have Joey Bosa talking about retiring with the Chargers just a few months ago. And now he's a released man. Hey, the NFL is a cold place, bro. Cold world.
I wouldn't say it's always been a big goal of mine, but now I've made it this far with this team, and I've seen so many changes and been through so much with them that I feel like I'm they're a part of me and I'm a part of them. But yeah,
They don't feel that way.
I don't really want to think that far ahead. I'm not really thinking about all those factors because I think I've said it before, if I just come to work every day and handle my business, then everything will fall into place. And, you know, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm grateful for everything they've given me, and, you know, I'll continue on. But my thoughts are that it's going to go really well, and hopefully I have a few more years. I wouldn't say.
No, crazy, man. Crazy. You know, Broward boys, Palm Beach boys, you know, Miami boys. I want to see them boys win in the league. I really do. Here we got a clip of Mike McGlinchey versus Joey Bosa. Let's check this out. Good job by Joey Bosa getting that sack. You know, Mike McGlinchey, he could be had. You know, he's not one of the best tackles in the league, but he's formidable. He's an okay option. But good move by Joey Bosa using his hands, getting to the quarterback. You know, when he's healthy, he can make something happen. Y'all see that celebration? I like that celebration right there. When he's healthy, he can make something happen, man. There go T.R. Tart, former Dolphin. I don't know why the Dolphins let him go. Look at the pressure he got on this. Look at the pressure he got on Quinn Miners. Look, 77, he a good guard. Easy. Blew right past him. You know, T.R. Tart, I actually went to school with him too at FIU. I actually went to school with him. Right here, I got another clip of Joey Bosa up against tight end right here. Let's check this out. Bam! Blew up Tajay Spears, bro. Blew up Tajay Spears. You know, Joey Bosa, just because he's a little washed doesn't mean that he can't be a tight end off the edge. You know, leave a tight end on him if you want to. He probably still gonna get back there to that quarterback. You know, this is disrespectful by a team right here. Disrespectful. You know, but they came with a running back to try to help them out in regards to blocking Joey Bosa, but that still wasn't enough. Still wasn't enough. You know, but Joey Bosa, he's not good to the point where you could leave him one-on-one with a tackle and he'll probably get beat. He'll probably get beat. You know, it just depends on who the tackle is. But if you leave him one-on-one with a tight end, he most likely will win that matchup. Or if you do this right here, put a tight end and a running back on him, he most likely will win that matchup. Right here, we have Joey Bosa. He's going to talk about his injuries. Let's check out what he has to say about what he's been dealing with.
About the nature of the injury, because it kind of started as a back after the Raiders game.
Yeah. No, I had the lower back thing, which was not a big deal. Pretty unrelated, I think. You know, maybe related. I mean, it's a similar area, but it's a glute strain that has given me a lot of nerve pain. The swelling and the hematoma in there was, you know, affecting my sciatic nerve and different things going down my leg, and it was some of the worst pain I've ever dealt with.
Wow.
It was not a fun. I mean, it hasn't been fun. Last 2 weeks have really been the first couple weeks that I've really been improving and feeling better. You know, those first few days were really tough, and you know, it's been testing my mentality, and you know, been testing everything, because it's hard to deal with pain, especially how these last few years have went, and how good I was feeling, and coming back from the hand and having this adversity that I've overcome, and then just getting hit with this random thing that, I mean, of course it's not random, everything happens, nothing just happens for no reason, but yeah, it's the main thing was it was a glute strain, and it just was a lot of doctors were unsure because the pathology and the pain kind of wasn't really matching up. But I had some good conversations with some other doctors recently that kind of assured me that that's the only thing that's going on. I had a million scans to kind of see if there was anything else going on. Everything's clean, which overall is a good thing. But you know, you're kind of hoping, like, man, I wish they would just find something so we can work on it and get it better. But yeah, I think I'm finally over the hump. It's definitely not 100%, but I've played feeling worse before.
Wow, so he probably was playing through pain throughout the whole year, most likely.
Were you in pain just sitting, watching television,
It
doing
was the first few days, first week was just brutal. No sleep.
Wow.
Couldn't sit. I still have the medicine ball at the exercise ball at the house that I stole from here because that was my only safe place, was laying on the medicine ball in like that fetal type position because I mean that first day after the flight back was insane. I was laying in the training room for probably 6 hours on that ball.
Damn.
Couldn't move. I would try to get up and do some treatment and no position worked. Still, I can't really sleep. This week has been better, but I'm a back sleeper and I can't really sleep on my back with the glute. But I've finally been getting good sleep. Feel just comfortable.
He hasn't been getting no sleep based off this injury. That's how you know it's for real. That's how you know it's serious.
Moving around, feel much better out there. Starting to feel more even on both my legs. Luckily I was able to, stay on my feet, stay on top of my upper body lifting, so I feel strong. My weight's good. My legs are coming back, so it was tough. And I think the adversity I've dealt with over the years has only made me stronger and has helped me learn more about myself and kind of the things I need to do to be successful. At this age, I'm not a fresh young rookie anymore that can get away with doing some things that I could back then. So,
the stuff that he could have been doing when he was younger, he can't do it no more. He can't do it based off the injuries that he's going through, man. And a lot of your power comes from your lower body to your back. All that power comes from right there. And as you being an edge rusher, that's definitely important in regards to your game. And if he doesn't have that, what does he have to perform well out there? What does he have, man? So yeah, man, I'm praying for that boy, man. I feel bad, bro. Definitely feel bad. Let's reminisce on the good Joey Bosa. Let's reminisce on that.
Too high. Watch him get pushed back. See how high he is, and you look at Bosa. Boy, that's just a terrific rush. That knuckle's too high. Watch him get pushed back.
With the Carolina Panthers.
And you look at Bosa. Boy, that's just a terrific rush. That knuckle's too high. Watch him get.
This is a beautiful rep right here. You're inside of his chest. His hands on the outside. Easy leverage to push him back and get that
back. See how high he is, and you look at Bosa. Boy, that's just a terrific rush. That too high. Watch him get pushed back. See how
now it seems like he doesn't have the power coming from his lower body to do this. Say just any NFL tackle. Probably a lower tier tackle he could probably do this too, but a high level NFL tackle who still have all their power in them. They're not dealing with no issues. He most likely won't be able to do this to them. Most likely.
High he is, and you look at Bosa. Boy, that's just a terrific rush.
But like I said, maybe, he figures out what the issue is with his body and he becomes a more healthier player to perform better out there for whichever NFL team he's going to join. Dolphins, 49ers, Lions, maybe the Falcons. That's another team that he would fit with. Another team. Here I got a rep of him against Broderick Jones, a young player, but definitely has shown that he will be a good tackle in the future. Will definitely be a good tackle. And look what he does to Joey Bosa. A guy that we consider one of the best edge guys in the whole league. But look what he does to him. A young guy. Pancake him. I know y'all can't see it, but he got pancaked on that one. Definitely got pancaked. That's sad, man. Like Joey Bosa, you too big for this to be happening to you. Way too big, dog. But like I said, the injuries, sometimes your size don't matter if you're dealing with an injury. Size does not matter. Put that boy on his back, man. You can't let no Georgia guy do this to you, man. You from Florida. You from Florida. But Florida, one thing I noticed about Florida, we produce better D linemen than O linemen. O linemen from Florida, we don't really produce them like that. The last good one I remember is Laramie Tunsil. Laramie Tunsil.
I just had this idea that he's going to go somewhere and just reverse the injury history. Say he does a 1-year deal or something, 1 or 2 years where he has to prove himself. I think there's a chance a team might get a slightly rejuvenated Joey Bosa.
Okay, but is it want to? I just think his body might be breaking down. I mean, even if you don't pay a lot for him, can you expect him to be, with the season getting longer and longer, can you actually expect him to be a difference maker for a contender when you need him the most, which is December?
But if you're a contender, don't you have to take a swing here if it's within some kind of financial reason? I just had this idea.
Yeah, if you're a contender, I would take a shot at Joey Bosa. If you're going to get a rejuvenated Joey Bosa, take that shot. He might give you 10 sacks plus on a year. Then, you back in business with him. But you're going to have to sign him to that extension, but he probably going to go right down right after that. So he just has to go to the right situation for everything to work out for him. The right situation. They said this is Joey Bosa after taking on Austin Jackson. Austin Jackson, he definitely did his thing a few years ago against Joey Bosa. Definitely did his thing, man. This is funny.
I'm straight.
Twitter is hilarious, bro. Here is the GM for the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's see what he has to say about Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa.
Could have moved on from them for a million reasons. Why not?
They're talented players. I'm from Baltimore, so we believe in defense out there, and I believe in it here. And I think a strong defense helps the quarterback. People are like, what are you going to do to help Herbert? I'm going to get the ball back to Herbert. I'm going to try to make this defense as great as we can, and we're going to get the ball back to Herbert over and over. So they're just both highly talented players, and in the end,
could have moved on.
Yeah, the D-line was definitely good. D-line was definitely good. They had Tuli Tippy-Toe, Khalil Mack, Bud Dupree, Joey Bosa. So they were deep at edge, but it was like the D tackle room. They still needed some help there. And the DBs, they had Derwin James, but other than that, nobody really too intimidating. Asante Samuel, he played like half the year. So they didn't really have him out there. So they just got to fix their defensive back room, get another edge guy to pair up with Tuli, and they should be okay. But I don't know if they're going to be willing to let go both Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. I'm pretty sure they might bring Khalil Mack back. They might, but I don't think so. But you're going to spread your DN room thin if you just let both of them guys go and you just leave Tuli out there, to be honest, man. So I don't know how Tuli's feeling right now because both of these guys are gone, but I know it hurt. But hey, this is the NFL, and you gotta make moves to help your organization to get to that Super Bowl. You gotta make the moves. Here we got Tuli Tippy-Toe. He gonna talk about his relationship with Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. Let's check this out.
He's been my OG. He's paved the way. He's welcomed me into the league. He's shown me the roots and showed me the way to go and how to go about certain things. And I appreciate him. Him and Joey, man. Joey, both of them do the same thing, and it's especially Bud this year too. You know, all those guys.
Possibility.
Now he over there by himself. No help. No help. Now they're gonna expect him to groom whoever they bring in the room. You know, but I do have faith in Thule. You know, I did like him coming out the draft last year, one of the Dolphins to get him. You know, but everybody slept on him. Everybody slept on him, but he definitely woke up the league, man. Definitely woke up the league. Right here we have prime Joey Bosa. Let's check him out against Ramczyk, one of the best tackles in the league.
Set him up outside.
I think he got
Watch
hurt
him
this
spin.
year. Beautiful spin move. Look at that boy sacking Drew Brees. Damn, Drew Brees probably got hurt on that one. And they had Teron Armstead out there too. Hey, sign me up if I'm able to get this type of Joey Bosa. Sign me up, bro. For at least 15 games, I'll be good with this. I'd be good with this. But I'm pretty sure the next team that he goes to might get a glimpse of this. They might. Right here we have Grant Cohen. He gonna talk about the release of Joey Bosa and his thoughts of if the 49ers should bring him in. Let's check him out. Hey, y'all go subscribe to him. Grant Cohen, probably the best 49ers content creator out there. But let's see what you got to say.
Angeles Chargers just released Joey Bosa, which begs the question, should the 49ers sign him? No, obviously not. They should not sign Joey Bosa.
Crazy.
He just got cut for a reason. He's old. He's injury prone. He's not good anymore. Really, the discussion the 49ers should be having Bosa's is, should they trade Nick? They're trying to slash spending. What they shouldn't do is sign a 30-year-old pass rusher who plays like half the games every year. That's what you don't do when you're trying to become more durable, more cost effective. That doesn't mean sign Joey Bosa. That means maybe trade Nick Bosa, because if you don't have cash, you got to give him $29 million on April 1st. Forget the $22 million you got to give Brandon Ayuk. $29 million in one lump sum on April 1st to Nick Bosa to do what? To have 9.5 sacks next year and let quarterbacks scramble at will? I mean, how many times have we seen him rush past the quarterback the last 4 or 5 seasons? That's what he does. He's the main reason, one of the main reasons the Niners can't stop a mobile quarterback. So why don't you save yourself $29 million, trade him for 2 first-round picks, and draft 2 defensive linemen who are cheap?
Makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not even gonna lie. But I don't think I would give up 2 first-round picks for Joey Bosa. Not Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa. You know, there will be a team that would be willing to do that, but I probably wouldn't do that, in my honest opinion.
Cheaper than him and younger than him. Don't bring in his brother. I feel like anyone that thinks this is a good idea just likes their politics, honestly, and likes the idea of having 2 guys doing that dance after sacks. It's an objectively horrendous, stupid idea. You're trying to get younger. You just traded Debo, who's younger than Joey Bosa. Debo's a better player right now than Joey. The only reason to bring in Joey Bosa would be to make Nick Bosa happy.
Yeah.
This isn't a family. This is a business. And signing Joey Bosa would be a horrendous business decision. But fortunately, I don't think it's the kind of thing the Niners are going to do. It does seem like that's something they would have done last year with Kyle Shanahan having last say on personnel. But this year, it kind of feels like Parag Marathe and the bean counters have final say on personnel. And I just don't have a life-size picture of Parag Marathe giving Joey Bosa a contract offer because Nick wants him to. Like, you're just lucky we haven't traded you yet. Why don't you try to get 10 sacks this year, Nick?
Grant Cohen, he's not, man. He's not, but he does bring up a good point, man. So we're going to see what the 49ers do, man. We're going to see. Here's what Joey Bosa's mom posted since the release of her son. It seems like she wants him to go to the 49ers. She ain't say nothing about the Dolphins. Nothing about the Dolphins. You know, 49ers fans might not want this to happen, but it probably will happen. I'm not even gonna lie. It just depends on the price that Joey Bosa asks for. It just depends. There's an actual video of Joey Bosa in 49ers gear.
Hey, when did the Chargers play this week?
Are you Snapchatting your little butt buddies?
No, I'm just videoing you. The guy who's not playing today. Bosa!
They snapping.
How are those fines, Bosa?
Because I can afford them.
So can I. Me too.
Eagle fans are crazy, bro. Eagle fans are crazy, dog. Now, let me know how y'all feel about Joey Bosa. Do you think there's a shot of him being a Dolphin? Yes, no, maybe so. We do have Jalen Phillips. We do have Bradley Chubb. We do have Muhammad Kamara. We do have Chop Robinson. But, you know, I don't think there's a chance. But he's from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, so I got to bring this up. Man. But, hey, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe for more content. Help me get to that 10K. That 10K is on its way. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. It's DGE. Dolphin Gang Entertainment. It's your boy DG. And I'm going.